Last time on Babs Bear Talk.
So we're at Costco with Jada, Lewis, and Joe's over there waiting for our pizza. Yes. It's 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. We still haven't made it into work yet because I'm cooking something for lunch and also recording it for a show for one of the Monday shows. And we're waiting for a shipment to come for one of my sweet customer. The check has already been cleared with the bottle maker, but they have to now ship the bottles, and we don't know when that's coming. It could be today, so we're trying to go in and wait it out. As far as the jars go, for that one customer, the black jars with the silver or white printing, he chose the white printing, but unfortunately the paint is not adhering. It stayed beautifully the day that I showed it to you guys, but I'm glad we left it overnight because by the next day it started to release. Hey guys, look, I'm wearing this shirt again. This shirt is gonna start talking to me because ever since I bought it, I've been wearing it at least twice a week. Let's see if my thing is done here, guys. I am really working hard on this dish. It's spaghetti, broccoli, spinach, and I didn't get the whole grains pasta for the spaghetti because, like I told you guys, I'm having trouble with fiber. I can't process any fiber because I have low acid in my stomach, and my guide is the tips of my fingernails. They get like really brittle at the tips, even if I'm not doing laborious work. And that's how I know the acid is still too low. But right now my nails are looking so beautiful, so I think I'm getting better and I'm feeling better. So I want to try to introduce back some fiber into my system, but slowly. I was still getting the fiber, by the way. I was just grinding everything. You know, I would just grind the vegetables and the fruits, and that's how I would get my fiber. So I want to see. I can't do beans. I did some beans the other day and it still hurt. And what happens is the food sits in my stomach, and because I don't have enough acid to metabolize it, it just sits there and gets rancid and rots, and it doesn't move for days, and then I feel like there's a brick in my stomach. And so anywho, I feel like I'm over the bad part, and I'm getting there. So can you guys see that from there? You guys can see a little bit, right? Oh sweet Jesus, look at this, Daddy. Look at this. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Look, look, look. Look. It's gonna fall, guys. It smells good. Beautiful. Now let me go on ahead. Since I know how to do slow motion now, I've been doing slow motion when I like dish up the food to serve. So on editing the videos. Remember that tomorrow between 9 and 10, Time Warner Charter, it's now Charter, is gonna come out, and they're gonna do that dedicated line for me to get my internet up and running. I still have internet right now. I'm afraid to upload or download. And I pray to God that it works, because I've been with AT&T so long, and they treat you like crap. They really do. And when I tell you guys the stories that I've been through with AT&T, when I do that little rant, you guys are gonna be shocked that a company that big, you know, can treat its customers like that and get away with it. So, anywho. Let me go ahead and serve some of this up so I can do my thumbnail, package some for lunch, and then we're gonna go to work. Hey guys, so I was looking at your comments, and Deb and Marie suggested that perhaps the reason why Laura from Laura in the Kitchen has not uploaded any vlogs or her style channel for the past 7 or 8 months is because she got too overwhelmed with the show that she has on TV. It's a very plausible explanation, you guys. But I don't think it's that, because she's been having that show and she made it work. She made it work. That show doesn't record all year long. It records like in seasons, and then you get a break and so on and so on. So then come back to what Joshua suggested, that perhaps maybe a crazed fan found out their location, but then they would have abandoned the cooking channel too. At least that's my thought process. So me and my sister were talking about it. My sister's like, what if it's marital problems? A lot of big vloggers, when they run into marital problems, they just stop vlogging. And so I said, well, I would hope not, because they seem like a lovely couple. So then Jada and I were talking, and we're thinking more in the lines that it has something to do with YouTube and Google. Perhaps somebody complained that they did copyright infringement or something, and it probably is not true, you know, because people can do that. And they probably got in trouble with YouTube and just decided, if I'm not making money at the channel, I'll just abandon it. Now, I don't know any of this to be, you know, fact or true or whatever, but it's puzzling me enough that I want to nosy around. So what I'm going to do is go on the computer right now. I'm going to try to record my screen as best as I can. Keep in mind that I know nothing about what I'm doing here, okay? I'm just trying, you know, come along with me. We're going to go to Social Blade. which is this app or website that says what us little YouTubers are worth. And I'm going to show you, I think I've shown you Social Blade before in one of the vlogs, and I told you more or less the guidelines of what I was making. Now I want to show you in my back office and put it side by side. This is what Social Blade says, and this is what is actually happening, so you guys can have a guide as to what other YouTubers might be making, because it's not quite accurate, but it's somewhere in the middle, okay? So not only am I going to look at my own 3 channels, but I'm going to look at Laura's 3 channels. I'm going to look at Noreen's and Betty's Kitchen and another lady that I just started watching. So I just want to see what everybody's making. It may or may not be true, but I'm nosy enough that I'm going to take a look-see, and I'll take you guys along for the ride. So let's go. You want to go to google.com and type in the words Social Blade. Don't go to the browser and type in socialblade.com because you might find the wrong website, okay? Pick the first one. It does take a little while to load, so be patient. Mine is going quickly because I'm cutting and pasting for you. Put in the channel, the name of the channel you want to see. I put in The Bear Pantry Show. And see, I popped up and it has all my ratings here, C+. I don't know what I did to get that because it used to be D-. These are the rankings that's Social Blade put. I don't know what it all means, except it has something to do with my value in social media. 137,000 views last month at the cooking channel, not claimed by any network. $34 to $5.48 for the month, $4.11 to $6.6 for the year. And this is what Social Blade says. Now let's go to my actual channel and I'll take you into the back office. And I'm going to show you the truth. So here's analytics. And this number right here, $207, is what I made over the past 28 days. So that's from the middle of July to the middle of August. And I want to show you what I made for the month of July. So let's see this. So it's 208, so it's not much of a difference. And it shows this July 1st to the 31st. These are the minutes watched. This is the average duration of the video that you guys watched, 3 minutes and 18 seconds. This is the amount of views, and this is the amount of money. And I know views equate into money, but I don't know how. The video that's doing the best is how to make Jell-O. Can you believe that? The 5 quick meals is kind of ranking up here. So, you know, you just can't control what videos are going to do well. This is the top 5 geography that's watching me: United States, Belize, Philippines, Canada, and United Kingdom. If you can't read any of this, you can go, well, you can't go see this because this is my back office, but I don't know how to record my desktop so well, so bear with me, okay? So now, where are we at? Still the Bear Pantry Show, but I'm going to be showing you what I made, let's see, this year. $1,600 year to date. That's from January 1st to now, $1,600. And then let's see what I made last year, 2015. This is all the cooking channel, okay? So I made a whopping $3,000. Yay! So that's why I registered this as a business. I want to write this stuff off. This is what I made since I started YouTube, $10,000 at the cooking channel alone. This is the review channel. Going into analytics, guys. $121 for the month of July. NutriBullet versus the NutriNinja is the one that's doing well. I did one before with the NutriBullet versus just the plain old Ninja, and for a long time it was making like $400 a month. But it's seen its day, you know what I mean? So it shows you the top 5 geography and how many men, how many women. I don't understand all of this. I just kind of look in every now and again to see how much money is being made. So let's see, first of all, what I made last year at this channel. This is the review channel, $3,500. If you guys notice, I have way less subscribers here, but I made more money here than at the cooking channel. And so this is the review channel, of course. And then now this is the vlog. Let's go into analytics, and it shows that you watch 5 minutes and 16 seconds of the video. I made $7.82, 26,000 views. And the video that's doing the best is a review that I did with Clinique, some type of skincare thing. And yet I stopped doing reviews here. I'm crazy, huh? I changed it to vlogs. So now let's go back to Social Blade. 34 to 548. On the left, it shows what I really made, 208. So we're right somewhere in the middle. And let's go back to the review channel to see what Social Blade said, and to see what I'll put here on the left hand side so you guys can remember. They said I made 13 to 208. I made 121. So you can see, you know, I'm not making the lowest. I'm not making at the top either. Now let's check to see the vlog. 782, and they say I make between 3 and 24. That went too fast, guys. I'm sorry. Let's go check out the Vitalis. This is Laura's vlog channel, okay? Now, always copy and paste it from the browser. Search for it in YouTube. Search first, then copy and paste it from the browser. Because, see, her channel is really called Laura's Topics. I think she named it that first and then wanted to rename it and couldn't. So, you want to copy and paste it into Social Blade. Look, to my surprise, guys, $0? Are you kidding me? This can't be true. A D- for her vlogs, minus 2.9 million views. And if you hover over this little question mark right here on the right hand side, let me get there, right here, it says that it's under audit, and when they find out if the views were correct, they'll put it back. She may have removed some videos, I was like, I don't really know what all this is about, though. You know, this makes me wonder, what did they do to her channel? So this is her style channel. Has a lot of subscribers too. Copy and paste again. Remember I told you, search for it in YouTube. Search first, then copy and paste it, because it's called Vitalis Style Channel. So sometimes it's not named what you think it's named. $10 to $153 a month she's making. And that's for the year. I mean, this can't be. This lady puts a lot of effort into these videos. Now, this is her cooking channel, B+. Look what she's making, 1.7 to 27.5. So she's somewhere in the middle, I guess. And she's made a video on the left-hand side giving you guys some news. Y'all better go check out what this news is. So now let's go to Noreen's Kitchen, and it's called Atticus 97.99. See, it's not called Noreen's Kitchen in the browser bar, so you want to copy and paste. This is what Noreen's making, 123 to 2K a month. Hey, Noreen, holler at me, girl. I am so proud of you. I would love to be making that. So now, and she's ranked a B. Oh, I'm so proud of this lady. I don't even know her, but I'm proud of her. Betty's Kitchen. I love this sweet lady. 127 to 2K a month. Betty, you deserve this and more. I'm just saying. A B for her rating. I just love her sweet personality and her sweet disposition. This is a lady lovely, TI2002, and she does commentary. Look how many people she got. Full Screen owns her, 2.8 to 45.1. She's got over 361,000 subscribers. Girl. All right, guys, so you saw, right? I took some notes. So if this thing is to be correct, and remember, I don't know that it's correct. I can only go by what it says about Barbara, and that's my guideline. So Laura in the Kitchen's cooking channel is making anywhere from $1.7 to $27,000 a month. I don't think it's 1.7. I don't think it's 27. I think it's more like $13,000 a month, which is awesome. I mean, props to her. She does a legit job, and you know, it gives me something to aspire towards, don't you think? And then her style channel is only making, man, I can't read what I wrote here, whatever it says, to $153 a month. Hell yeah, I would abandon that. She spends a lot of money buying those clothes and showing these makeup and stuff like that. And then the vlog channel is $0. What do you think? Something happened there. Something happened there. Somebody screwed them over with YouTube, feigning copyright something or the other, and basically they just abandoned it because they weren't making any money. That's what I'm going to come up with, and I don't blame them, because I don't know that they were hooked on any other viewers. Were they? Did people comment? Did they answer the people's comments? I never read comments there. I only watched the Italy stuff, like I tell you guys. Just the Italy stuff. And then now, while I'm getting ready to do this recording, a thing popped up in my feed, and it showed that they put up a video saying they're pregnant. She's 4 months pregnant, baby due in February, but she hasn't uploaded at that site for like 7 or 8 months. So Joshua said, well, maybe she had a miscarriage or something, Mom, and she was recovering physically and emotionally, and now she's preggers, and God will never know. But I'm like Deb, I wasn't too invested to be angry, Deb, I'll be honest with you. But I'm like you, if I had a favorite YouTuber and they just abandoned the channel and didn't say why, I think I'd be pissed too. So that's why, as a YouTuber, and I'm a very driven YouTuber, but not driven to the point that I'm going to make things inflammatory, you know, because I see a lot of YouTubers do that. They make things inflammatory. They put these click and bait type headlines for the name so you could go look. The thumbnails are click and bait. I don't do any of that stuff. With me, it's WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. And for my vlog, I'm definitely not making money at it. And I don't know that I would want to like start making a ton of money there, because then I'd be like on the hook to do this little song and monkey dance to share more of my life that I'm not at liberty to share. There's a lot of things that I can't share with you guys because it would put other family members or friends on blast. And it's not fair. I want to keep those family members in my life and those friends. And so those are things that if I feel confident enough with, I'll talk with some of you that have become friends so you guys can help guide me into what I should be doing. But I think it's very, very interesting, you know, that it has $0. And so if they weren't making any money, somebody flagged that. You know, I'm telling you. Did you see what the other lady that does commentary and stuff, Lovely T.I., I just started watching her. I really like her channel. She's making a lot of money. You know, man. And I don't think there's a lot of investment in that, because besides the camera and the sound equipment and stuff, you know, with my cooking channel, I started doing the worst thing, because I have to find this food. I have to buy these groceries, and sometimes you see $200 and what dollars, $209. That doesn't even cover the food that I have to buy for the whole month. What I do with that money, honestly, guys, lately, at first I used to give back some of the money to my audience, and I would pay Jada like 25, 50 bucks, you know, give her a little flip for the month. Now I can't even do that. I have to use that money to go straight into my light bill, because the light bills are high due to the lights, due to the air conditioning staying on all day because I'm cooking, you know, heating up the house and stuff like that. So right now that's where the money is going, into my light bills, because if you combine the 209 or whatever I made with the 120 something, it comes to like 338 that I'm going to get paid on August the 22nd. So it's not a whole lot, but you know what? What am I going to do? I'm just going to keep plugging away and pray for maybe another company like YouTube would open up, that I could just move my stuff over there, make more money. I don't want to join a network, because everything that I've heard about networks are scary. They take a lot of your money, you get a lot less of your pay, and I don't want to have a lot of subscribers and less pay. That's stupid, you know, because I could go and purchase 25,000 subscribers right now for a couple $100. My channel will look bigger than it is, but I won't be getting any more pay. That doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. It was a little interesting afternoon right here, huh? I wanted to address sugar. Sugar, for a while, I've been wanting to give you this answer, but I keep forgetting. You were the one that asked at one of my other vlogs, I think it was after the one where I went to go visit Joe's mom, and you were asking if we had always been estranged. We've been estranged since 2010, okay? From 2010 to 2016. And before that, we were estranged one time when I first got married to Joe back in 1987. In between that time frame, from 87 to 2010, Joe's mom and I got along famously, okay? We really genuinely like each other. But what it is that sometimes Joe's mom has an ability of throwing me under the bus. And that started to get on my nerves. So when I first got married to Joe, Joe's mom didn't care for me too much, because I got married to Joe December the 20th, 1986. And a week later, Joe's mom wanted to send her daughter, which is Joe's younger half-sister, she was only 14 at the time, and they wanted to send her to stay with me. But it wasn't just a vacation. It was like, stay with Barbara until we come to America. And I didn't know when that was going to be. We had no guarantees. I had just gotten married to Joe. We didn't have any money for a honeymoon. I didn't have my own family because they weren't talking to me, because they didn't want me to marry Joe. We're not going to get into that topic right now. And so basically I really was leaning on Joe's family because they were big, and I figured, okay, well, I'll have somebody to call family. But it didn't work out, because when I said no to that, they all got mad at me. 2 weeks into January 87, Joe's mom did come with the younger brother. They stayed in an apartment that Joe and his older brother paid on for them, because Joe used to live in that apartment. And Joe's mom had a boyfriend at the time that was living with Joe for 2 years that did not want to leave. So Joe moved out and left him in the apartment. And 2 days later, he abandoned the apartment and went back home to Belize. He filled their head full of crap about me. And because Joe's mom is not going to be mad at Joe. Going to be mad at me. I'm the one that let him move out, right? And so then Joe paid on the apartment for 2 months, half the rent, because the older brother paid half the rent, and they kept the apartment for them. They came because I got together with Joe. Joe moved into the house that we were renting for 5 years in October. I moved in with Joe in November, and then we got married that December. So the guy abandoned the place October, so Joe had to pay for it November and December until the mom came. So now the sister had somewhere to stay, because the older sister and 3 other brothers had just come from Belize for our wedding. They didn't make it in time because they were driving up, but they were staying in the apartment, so she could have stayed with them. So don't cry for her, Argentina. But in any case, that caused a big rift. I don't think she cared for me much, and the whole of 1987 was hell for me, because they really didn't, you know, like me, and they didn't treat me so good. And it's not all of them, some of them, okay? So I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. And so finally, Joe's mom and I had a conversation sometime in 1988, I think probably right when I got pregnant with Josh, October 88. And because Joe used to go over there and visit at least once a week, and I hated it. I hated going. Come on, it's a vlog. We had a discussion, we cleared the air, and I think we got along pretty decent for the rest of the time. No, there were little things back and forth where Joe's mom would put confidence in me, and I would never break her confidence, even to Joe. But every time I would tell her anything other than what the weather was like, she'd break my confidence, and I didn't like that. So fast forward to 2010, Jada and I took 5 months on a little bit of information that we had on one of Joe's brothers. And then we finally told the mom, because she was so troubled and puzzled about what could be going on. We told her what we found out off of Facebook, and I told her, don't go saying anything to him, because he'll know where it came from, and he'll block us off of his Facebook. We weren't his friends anyway, but the Facebook was public. And she's like, no, I would never say that. You know, I don't do that to you, blah, 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 blah. Girl, please. The next day she told him, because he locked off his Facebook. So I called her up and I'm like, God damn, you didn't even wait 24 hours though. You just threw us under the bus like that? And she's all like, she didn't say, oh, I didn't do it, it's a coincidence. Oh, girl, I had to do it because I had to confront him, yada, yada, and that's why he figured out it was you. No. You know what she said? He must have said that will show you. I was like, oh, so it's like that though. Okay, well, I'm done. And I walked away, because I'm really good at doing that. I'm really good at walking out of people's lives. I don't deal with stress well. I don't fight. I don't quarrel. I don't cuss people out. I don't drag people through the mud. I just basically walk away, and that's what I did. I walked away. And fast forward a few years, like maybe 2 years, I think it's 2012 or 2013, Joe had a younger brother that just dropped dead. And Joe's mom was blowing up the phone that night to call Joe to tell him, and Joe didn't hear. I didn't answer none of the phone. I heard. So in the morning I told Joe, somebody must have died because your mom was blowing up your phone last night. And he goes, oh, if they dead, what can I do? And so then she called right away and said he was dead. And then something happened to where, well, I'll tell you guys what happened. He died on the Friday after Thanksgiving, and they buried him on the, I believe, the Monday or the Tuesday after that in Belize. The mom didn't go, so Joe told her, I can't come down to LA to be with you because I'm working, but I'll call you like every couple of hours to make sure you're okay on the day that they were having the funeral. I think that was on a Tuesday. And he did, and she never answered the phone, and so he got really worried. He was going to drive there to LA, from here to LA. She finally answered the phone, and she goes, oh, I left the phone inside the house. And then he said, did your friends come over to sit with you? Because I know you said friends were coming, and I was worried about you. I didn't want you to be alone. And then she's all like, no, they didn't come because we had a wake last night, and it ended at 5 in the morning. And so nobody came back to be with me today. And he goes, awake? And then she goes, yeah, we had a wake. And so that was it. Joe was kind of hurt. He was like, damn, they had a wake and didn't even tell me. And so then fast forward like a year later or so, one of the sisters was like, I want to ask you about something, Joe. Why didn't you go to so-and-so's wake? And Joe's like, because I didn't know about it. And he goes, oh, because that's not what mom's saying. She said you just didn't come. And I didn't like that. Because that was a lie. That was a lie from the pit of hell. You know, so that kind of pissed me off too. So I just kind of stayed away, and it was just more enjoyable for me to just visit my mom. And you guys saw what happened to my mom in the long run. She passed away. So I am so grateful for every waking moment that I spend with her. Even on the times where I was griping and complaining that I didn't want to make lemon pie, I didn't want to make jam rolls, I didn't want to make something to take down because I was tired, and I still made it, right? And now I'm so grateful that I did, because I would have been weeping over that. You know, so when he asked me, could we go see her? We didn't have any quarrel. I just walked away. I went to go see her, and it was very pleasurable. But again, that personality is still there, because she had told Joe something about that same brother. That was something that was going on in his life. And we Googled it, and we found out, you know, what was happening. And then something else happened to add to the story. So Joe gave her the update, and she's all like, no, that's not him. It's about somebody in the brother's life. That's not him. It's not the right person. You guys have it wrong. I'm like, please. I stayed there, and I stayed quiet because I didn't want to like be argumentative. But finally I had to open my mouth, and I said, who's going to have the same first name, middle name, last name? You know, Greenwich is a weird last name, right? Who's going to have the same birthday, you know, birth date, the whole thing, be located where they're located, and is accused of the same first thing that happened, and it's not them? I'm like, make sense of the nonsense, right? And so I said, either they're lying to you about the story, or you lying to me. It's just that. So that's where it is. I'm not going to be picking up the phone and calling and following up and stuff like that. But, you know, if she calls and sometimes they used to call my phone when they couldn't get through to Joe. I'll answer the phone. I stopped answering for a while when I saw that it was them. But I'll answer, you know. So there's no hate, no bitterness, no animosity. Sometimes a person just gets tired of all the bullcrap, you know. So I have my own bullcrap in my own family that I have to deal with. I don't have to deal with Joe's family. Like I told Joe, I wouldn't know those people if I weren't married to you. So I don't necessarily have to be their friends just because I'm married to you. And he didn't get that for a while, but he totally gets it now. Just like with my family, the stupid ones that don't want to get along. I said, you wouldn't know them if you didn't know me. So you don't have to get along with them, you know. So that's just like a rule of thumb right there, you know, to save your marriage is like, don't be forcing things down people's throats. It's Friday afternoon and I am so tired because the cable guy came, and you know how that is when you're moving things around to get things like that done. You might as well just clean. So I cleaned a lot of things and I put things in order and stuff with my tripods and whatever. Anyways, the guy came. He was like the most unfriendly guy for the whole visit. I mean, even nobody's unfriendly to Josh. You know, everybody's like sweet to Josh all the time because Josh has such a sweet demeanor. But this guy didn't even warm up to Josh. In the long run, at the end, we realized that the guy just wanted to stay focused and just do what he needed to get done because he knew he had to go into that hot attic. So I felt really sorry for him. He went into that attic and he ran everything. Let me tell you, this guy looked like a rapey Robert Englund, the one that did Freddy Krueger. And so Joshua was like, everybody walk with your knives. Don't trust this dude. I'm telling you, if I were home alone, I wouldn't let that dude in. ID or no ID. He just looked creepy to me. But at the end, guys, we judged the book by its cover because the guy was like the sweetest guy. And he's had a history with this type of work and he knew what he was doing and he hooked us up, and then at the end he was laughing and joking and, you know, telling us, you know, the kind of like the hell that they have to go through and stuff like that. So, and when it comes to the dogs, we lock our dogs away when people come. The dogs, Cora was in Jory's room, Wednesday in Jaya's room, and Diamond was in the laundry room. We lock the dogs away because we don't want the people to feel threatened by the dog. Because my dad used to work for the phone company and he was like, I hate going to people's places that have dogs because they think that you should love and adore their dogs. And it's like, get away from me, dog. I got to get my work done. So, anywho, I'm going to wrap this up, go ahead and upload this one, and then I'll see you guys on the next vlog.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it.
This is very
Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
What's the splash?
Yeah.